You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap.
About 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
Leon, Jeff, wait.
Hey, watch the slip.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
You can't block me.
Monday. Check. Bomber.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Watch the slats. 25. Check 25.
You're over here.
Block it.
Flacco looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Milano with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go. At their own 14-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Watch 52.
Allen going to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, hold. 56. Hey, high 7.
56 is the mic.
Alert.
Let's put that team on the bus. Shoot.
To throw again. Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Going to throw deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
God, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. There. 93 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 29, Flacco, and he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A gain of 3, second down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 36, Flacco, and Sutton hauls it in over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Flacco now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Check, hot. Shit, block it.
Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. And a little floater there is incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Flacco. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
To throw, it's Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Bound to lose one.
5 wide. Hey, Haywood.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them. Because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Sponge. No.
You draw corkers.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal?
Alert! Middle.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. And Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
You got nothing.
Passing play, Flacco. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On first down, Williams. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
"52's the mic. 52's the mic."
Oh, you got deep?
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hurry up.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Flacco. He's got his tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. On first down, Flacco. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Middle.
Watch twins.
Topper. Half 10. 5 wide.
52's a Mike. Watch Mike.
Throwing again. Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch gears.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 42-yard line.
Check. 52's the Mike.
Middle. Half.
Twins.
Hey, Delta.
52's the Mike, boys. 52. Come on, baby.
Gun.
Bang.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Stop.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, C6.
On 2nd and 2, Flacco. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Monday, that's right. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones. Yeah, this place has notoriously never been kind to visiting field goal kickers. You get those winds that really whip through the inner bowl, not to mention the urban legends about stadium workers opening and closing the tunnel doors. But for whatever reason, this one winds up off target.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Good job.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you, Albert. It's me and you. 56. Alert. 6 right there. 56.
Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Ready. 50, plant.
Use the mic. I got it.
Hey, Charlie.
No. Check that. We got Mike Fitz. Get it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there. And it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Yo, we.
Now it's Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 39-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack on first down, Allen stepping up. He'll try and run. And all the way down to the 12. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 26. Check 26.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Double time. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Check 24. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, home. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On third down, here's Williams. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead stretches, 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
36.
Yo, lead.
Flacco from the gun. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Theo Riddick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will get him one closer.
16, Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points.
You take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. A first down carry now for Yeldon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Alert! Lucky! Look out!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Watch right. 80 weapons. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Look out.
And now they'll throw with Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give Yeldon another crack. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, it's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three.
56. Pass 10.
Mike 56. Here we go. Slam.
They run. It's Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yellow, yellow!
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
First throw now for the backup lock. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They look to throw. It's locked. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Allen on third. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gun. Hey, exit. 58, boy, 58. Be wide. Hey, hand.
Flacco. And his pass incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, Monday.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Flacco now on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
61, Matchbox Light.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides.